Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power Quality lecture series. Now we are going to discuss another type of power quality issues, that is known as voltage imbalance. Sometimes it is known as voltage unbalance. Uh, that is the ratio between a negative or zero current component of voltage or current to the positive sequence component. What is voltage imbalance? It is a voltage variation in power system in which the voltage magnitude or the phase angles differences between them are not equal. That is, for in case of a three phase system, there are three phases, and if the phase voltages or phase voltages are different for different phases, and also the phase differences are unequal, then that kind of condition is known as the voltage unbalance. You can see that an example figure which shows an unbalanced voltage, unbalanced sinusoidal voltage. Here you can see that phase 1 in a red color, the amplitude of the voltage is not equal to that of phase 2, and that is not equal to phase 3. There is a slight unbalance between the voltage magnitude here. So either it can be a unequal amplitude, or it can be a difference in the phase differences. In a balanced system, you know that three phase AC voltages are displaced by a phase differences of 120 degrees. But in case of unbalanced, a slight unbalance means if VA is having a phase difference of 125 degree, or VB is 130 degree, or VC is 140 degree, like that. Sometimes there is a difference in the phase angle, and also there can be a amplitude unbalance. Amplitude of each phase is different, or slightly different from one to another. So that kind of unbalance is known as voltage unbalance or imbalance. This happens because of mainly the unequal loads on the distribution line. And if load is unbalanced, the source voltage also become unbalanced. And defect in the power circuit connection or motor contacts are etc. are the reason for a voltage unbalance. And some of the other reasons for voltage imbalance are: the utility can be the source of unbalanced voltages due to the malfunctioning of equipment, including blown capacitor fuses, open delta regulators, and open delta transformers. Sometimes so in a power system we are using open delta type transformers. In this, one of the phase is open, so this kind of a connection is a reason for a voltage unbalance. Open delta equipment can be more susceptible to the voltage unbalance than the closed delta, since they only utilize the two phases to perform their transformations. So when you are using open delta configuration, that is more susceptible to the voltage unbalance. And voltage unbalances can also be caused by uneven single phase load distribution among three phases. They likely culprit for a voltage unbalance of less than 2%. If the voltage load are unequal between the phases, then that also create a voltage unbalance, mostly in a range of less than 2%. Furthermore, severe cases or greater than 5% unbalance can be attributed to a single phasing in the utility distribution lateral feeders because of a blown fuse due to fault or overloading on one phase. So if any single phasing occurs in a power system, that also leads to unbalancing, a severe unbalance, that is in the range of 5% variation. And what are the effects of this voltage unbalance? Motor damages from excessive heat. Excessive heat may be there due to this unbalance in the voltage that may damage your motor connected to the system. And it creates current unbalance 6 to 10 times the magnitude of voltage unbalance. If there is a voltage unbalance in your system, it will create a 6 to 10 times greater current unbalance in your system. That is most dangerous. Also, you can see that how much temperature is rising with respect to the increase of the percentage voltage unbalance. In this figure, you can see that this x-axis is percentage of unbalance, and this y-axis is the expected temperature rise in percentage. So you can see that if a percentage unbalance in the voltage is increasing from 0 to 2%, 0 to 1%, you can see in y-axis the expected temperature rise. Here it is 2%. Then for a 2% increase voltage unbalance, there is 8% of increase in the temperature. If it is the unbalance is 3%, correspondingly 18% increase in the temperature rise. If unbalance is increases to 4%, it expected temperature rise is 32%. So you can see that is it exponentially increasing the temperature rise, that will definitely negatively affect the entire system. So you can see that temperature rise is approximately twice the square of percentage of the voltage unbalance. So this is the graphical representation by which we can understand how much affects the voltage unbalance in your power system. And voltage unbalance you can calculate in percentage, like maximum deviation from average voltage to the average voltage. For example, in your assume a face to face voltage reading of a 3-phase system as 226 voltage in a phase A, 231 voltage in phase B, and 233 voltage in phase C. And you can find out the average value of this voltage. So average value of voltage is 226 plus these 3 voltages are added up and divided by 3. You will get a 231. That is 231. And the maximum deviation from average voltage. So here you can see that from 231, which voltage is maximum deviates is 226. So 231 minus 226 is 5 voltage. That is the maximum deviation of the voltage in any phase with respect to the average value is 5 volt. So the ratio maximum deviation from average voltage to the average voltage, that is this 5 to the 231. 5 divided by 231, that is nearly 0.0216% or 2.16% is the voltage unbalance. Here it is written 230, not it is not 230, it is 231. Average value will come 231. Then this 231 minus 226, maximum deviation is phase A. You will get 5 voltage. Then 5 divided by 231, 2.16% is the voltage unbalance. So in this way you can calculate the voltage unbalance in the power system. And how do you mitigate or how do you avoid or rectify the voltage unbalance problems? For the utility, it is just a matter of repairing malfunctioning equipment or redistributing the load to reduce the unbalance. You can see in case of a utility point of view, they can redistribute the load. If the load is creating the unbalance, they can redistribute the load from particular phase to another phase. And in case of an end user, a customer, a proper testing and communication with the utility would help to locate and resolve the problem. So a customer cannot do much in this regard, because they need to communicate with the utility and to resolve these problems. So that is what about voltage unbalance. Let us discuss another type of power quality issue, that is waveform distortion. So this is one of the important thing, that is in terms of the distortion in the waveform, we are actually going to explain the power quality issues. So in our definition itself, we are describing the power quality problem such as it is the deviation from pure fundamental sinusoidal voltage and current waveform. That is the measure of quality of the power. So steady state deviation from a ideal sine wave of power frequency, principally characterized by the spectral component of the deviation. That is, if any sinusoidal waveform, a perfectly sinusoidal waveform with a fundamental frequency, is deviating from its pure form, is simply because of it is added up with some other order harmonic component. So it can be characterized by its spectral component, like you can analyze it by using Fourier series. Like you can see that a distorted waveform is a sum of fundamental component plus its other order harmonic components. So if it is you can see a waveform, distorted waveform, it is a slightly distorted waveform, sinusoidal waveform. It is because it is in this shape because of a pure sinusoidal waveform is added up with some other order harmonics in this. So you can write this waveform equation of this particular waveform as a sum of fundamental purely sinusoidal waveform plus some other order harmonic waveform, that will result this kind of distorted waveform. So there are basically 5 types of waveform distortion. First one is that there may be DC offset present in your power system, and there may be additional harmonic components added with your pure sinusoidal waveform. There can be chances of interharmonics, notching and noise. These any of these 5 component or reasons may results in the distortion in your waveform. DC offset, harmonics, interharmonics, notching and noise. Let us discuss what is DC offset. So DC offset is the presence of DC current or voltage in an AC system. So expansion of AC wave by Fourier series is used for analysis of DC systems. Here you can see that a waveform which consists of a DC offset. Here it consists of a DC offset in this AC system. That is in a particular up to particular time interval, it is shifted or biased towards any of the polarity. It may be towards the positive polarity, it may be towards the negative polarity. So that means it consists of a DC offset into the system. That is the particular during the initial time interval up to some time interval, there will be DC offset component will added up with your sinusoidal waveform, so that the entire voltage will be biased towards the positive side or negative side. So that is what is the DC offset. Hence your waveform shape is distorted. You can see one waveform with a DC offset. This kind of waveform you might studied in your alternator transients, subtransients period, like such kind of things you studied there. So this is an example of DC offset. And let us discuss what are the main causes of DC offset. So main causes of DC offset are operation of rectifiers and other electronic switching devices present in your system. So these kind of rectifiers used in your system will cause DC offset. Rectifier, you know that is a device which is converting AC to DC. So DC power supplies in your system is a reason for DC offset. And the main effects of DC offset are, it may cause half cycle saturation of the transformer core, generation of even harmonic in addition to the odd harmonics. This may generate the even harmonics. And it may cause additional heating in appliances, which may lead to decrease the lifetime of transformers, rotating machines and electromagnetic devices. And electrolytic erosion of grounding electrodes and other connectors are also the main effects of DC offset. So regarding other kind of waveform distortion component, we will discuss in the next video lecture.